Hello, welcome to Country Stitchers. I'm Liz.
Hi, I'm Deb.
We are in Deb's house doing some Floss Friends today.
I snagged a Liz and brought her over. She desperately needs stitching time.
I do. You want a joke? This is how much stitching time I've gotten in the last 3 weeks. All 5 of those stitches. And that was one sitting. Yeah, that was funny. I came over and showed that to Deb. I said, "Look at this! I got in stitches."
All right, so now you're going to get in some stitches.
I am.
So grab your stitching and relax with us for a little bit, and we're just going to have a little Floss Friends gathering today and stitch a little bit. And
before we start, though, I'm going to show everybody. They're going to ask anyway. These are my Magna Clips, and they clip onto my glasses. We've shown them before, but they're great for bifocals because they sit down on your frames if you want them to, and I can magnify the bifocal portion and still see out of my distance portion. So that's what those are.
They're awesome, and when you put them up, you look like a little bug, and it's really fun to make fun of people.
They go at this point, or they can go up even higher. And they come in multiple powers all the way up to 5. So there they are.
All right, so let me see. I decided to get out my phase 3 of my Little House Needleworks next town that I'm doing. I finished the post office, and now I'm working on the filling station. So that's what I have so far.
And Deb uses the Q-snaps on hers.
And this is I did stick a Q-snap on this one because I wanted it to be longer, so I don't have to move it quite as much. And if you've watched our videos before, you've seen phase 1 and phase 2. I'll just show you some of the buildings I'll be probably adding to this one. This is the clock one. Oops, there you go. I might put this one on. I'm not quite sure. This is, what's this one? Grandma's house. I'm not sure yet. Then there's the church that I haven't used, so I could put that one on this one. These are all Little House Needleworks. The mercantile, that one's so cute.
I like the Merc.
Yeah, that's cute.
Well, actually, I like them all.
I know. Oh, and the schoolhouse, I like that one too, with the swing set.
I don't know why in my mind I keep thinking you had the schoolhouse on one already.
No. The quilt shop. And groceries. So I just kind of build my town as I go. I'm not even sure which one I'll do next.
And if you haven't seen our earlier videos, you might want to pop out because the other ones she's talking about are in previous videos. Go all the way back to like in the first 15 or 20, I think you showed.
Our very first video, we showed the first one I finished, right?
Yes.
And then went from there. And I did the farmhouse series also in the same kind of way. And I stitched them all on the same fabric, which is 32 count natural.
And you got that fabric. Is that what you got at Hobby Lobby?
The other one that I just did came from Hobby Lobby. This one I think I just had in my stash because I had to cut it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's the same kind of.
And Zweigart makes a Belfast natural that looks identical to that fabric. So
yes, and even feels the same and stuff too. So what you working on?
I had not been in the shop for a while, and when I got back from our absence with COVID, I saw this sitting on the, me in smalls. This pillow was finished and actually done sitting in a little tiny bowl like this on the counter at the shop. When I say shop, I'm talking about Stitches Unlimited. I work there on Wednesdays with Pat, and it's by Threadworks Primitives.
That is so cute.
And it's called Pennsylvania Fractor, and it's a very small pattern. It's just this stitch portion here. And I'm actually working just on this floral motif right here. And it's got 4 colors in it, which makes it super simple. And I have to tell you about something that Nan Lewis did with her pattern that I like. So this is the color palette.
Love it.
4 over dies.
It's so autumnal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very pretty.
And on her pattern, she used the first letter in each symbol of the color. So you don't even have to worry about the key. It's just G for ginger snap, W for weathered barn, P
That's
for
nice.
pollywog, and S, what does she have for the gold leaf? I forget. A G for the gold leaf. So S for snap. Anyway, it's so easy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good idea.
Being a geek, I notice these things.
And your fabric is what?
Oh,
Or did you already
gosh.
say that?
This is a out of the stash piece of fabric.
Okay.
It's a little overdyed. I'm thinking it might just be a piece of that country mocha I have. You remember that? When it first came out, and I was buying it up at Stitch and Stuff when they were in business. Gosh, this goes back to what, 2010 when I, so I had bought like a fat quarter of it, but let me see what they called for. Maybe I did snag a piece out of my stash that matches what they called for. No,
No?
they did it on Weeks 32 count parchment. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it on 32 count, but I don't know. You had to ask. I can't answer.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it's as mysterious as the fact that I got 5 stitches in. I don't know how that happened either.
You didn't really care what it was. You just found
Nope.
fabric, picked it up, and just
Did.
I need to stitch. I need my stitch therapy.
I do.
It is cold here. Oh my gosh. It
It's
is cold.
supposed to get even colder for the next few days.
I
isn't it?
know. And unfortunately, we still don't have any snow. I mean, we had like a little bit, but you know, I'm going to have to move.
Oh.
Seriously, if we don't start getting snow
And
in the
most
winters,
people at our age have
man.
moved to get away from the snow.
I know.
And you're going to move to get there.
Yes.
What you need to do is make a date to go to Minneapolis with me in the wintertime.
There you go.
And you'll get you will get your fill
There
of
we go.
snow there.
Good.
Kevin
Good.
texts me.
Good, good, good.
That's my son. He texts me every morning. This happens all the time. And all he shows is the snowflakes coming down.
So do they have a spare bedroom?
They do.
Okay. Tell them, say, if we can come, I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll do whatever. I just want to see the snow.
Access to the flakes.
Oh, yes. Oh, and then our heater decided to die.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Why not? Oh my gosh.
On another cold snap we had last week.
It was so cold.
It was vicious. Do
We.
you know who else has died?
Who?
Donna's.
Oh, really?
And they were days. I haven't touched base to see how it all resolved.
Oh.
But yeah, they were.
Yeah, and it was when Matt was going to go out of town, and so the kids and I had to keep the fire going. It was cold, but thank God we were able to, by the following day then, so it was only like 2 days where we were without it, but that was enough.
Yeah.
I'll never take it for granted again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fortunately, you had the fireplace.
Yes.
I don't know if they do or not, but
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
And
It was cold.
that's like having a huge rainstorm and needing a sump pump when they're all sold out and there's no way you're going to get one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So I have to apologize. There was a viewer in the shop this week asking about Pitoki stands and wondering how they worked. And I did suggest that video 104 will give them good information about the mini stands. But I did say if they kept their eye on our video, we were going to do one this week that was probably going to be Floss Friends, and they could see the different stands. And then I picked up a different project that wasn't using my stand.
I know.
So I don't have it with me, I'm sorry.
And me too. I could use my Pitoki on this long one, but I have my other stitching on my Pitoki downstairs, so.
So stay with us. Eventually you'll see it. But we've done it on several Floss Friends. We've
Yeah.
used them, so
Yeah.
you can find them on those as well.
I actually have been getting a little bit of stitching done, which is nice.
I know.
I got some more work done. And our next regular video next week will show you a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And some goodies we've gotten in the mail, all kinds of fun stuff. But I
And
worked
some
on
that you can get in the mail.
Yeah, I worked on my floor stand a lot, trying to get the Lord's Prayer done so I can move on to something else. So
Yes.
that's fun.
That's your big tapestry piece.
Yes, yeah. So that's been a lot of fun.
I'm fixing a spot in the bedroom right now, as soon as I clear out the other stuff, where I'm gonna put another stitchy spot so that I can start to spend some time either when I'm not quite ready to go to bed or just wanna take a couple minutes and I can get some stitching in. I think that'll be nice.
Yes.
Rick was gonna bring up the recliner for me. I said, no, I don't think you need to go that far. I don't think it's gonna be hours at a time, but just some time. Oh, I have to brag on the little ones.
Yeah?
Our 4 granddaughters and daughter are staying with us right now and have pretty much settled in. We're getting into a routine with everybody. And the twins are in 1st grade, so they're so excited about being in school. It's so cute to listen to them talk about 2nd grade already. The initial conversation about 2nd grade is we get to go to number 2 if we get through number 1. And I said, yep, and it goes all the way up to 12. And Carly's eyes got big. 12? I said, yeah. So then they've been having spelling tests. And of course, the whole idea of testing was new to them. And Carrie started working with them on spelling 2 weeks ago. And they came home with an 8 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10.
That's awesome.
Last week, they both nailed 10 out of 10s.
Aw.
I was so excited for them.
Yay.
They're getting the hang of it.
That's
So-
great.
They were thrilled. Good job.
That's awesome.
Everything is so new, though, for me, compared to when Carrie and Kevin were in school. They have ice cream in the cafeteria that they can get if they want to, and they can take money, which has been okay, but sometimes we forget or we lose it. So they now have, and I'm sure this is not new, but it's new to me, the ability to just load money into an account at the cafeteria, and I don't have to worry about them carrying it. So I got that done this week. And so this week when they had their ice cream day, I let them get a treat at the last day of the week. And that was there and set up. That was fun. It only took me this long to figure it out, but hey. A little slow, but we got there. Did they have that when Logan and McKenna were in school? That you could bank money?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So what else has been going on? I got to watch a little bit of FlossTube, not much. But it seems like a lot of people are doing like what they're going to be stitching this coming year, since it's a brand new year, and that's always fun. Yeah, that's fun to just see all that eye candy, and we love to watch. Everybody loves to watch that.
Yep.
I don't care if you're a floss tuber or not. It's great, and you'll see different things that maybe you've never seen before, or sometimes I'll see something and think, oh, I have that, and I really like that. Why am I not
Forgot
stitching
I
that?
have that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's fun.
And this time of year too, I think about our trips to the shore with Leela and
I know.
Sandy, and then we went with Willa the one time, and I was texting. It came to my mind this week because Sandy and I exchanged some texts, and I'm thinking, oh man, I wish we were planning a week away right now.
I know.
That would be fun.
Although we're going to be going away.
We are.
Should we say where?
Sure. We just actually started putting all the details together. It's been something we've been hoping to do for a while, but it got put off, and then
Yeah.
it got put off, and now it's back. So we're going to, you want to say it together?
Yes, we are going to
Nashville.
Nashville.
Yes, we're so excited. We've
We
always wanted to
are.
go down there to the market.
Yes.
So we're gonna go help Pat this year
Yep,
for Stitches Unlimited and help her shop and
that'd be exciting.
get to have an experience we haven't had before.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
There'll be so many people we can meet.
I know, it'll be so fun.
It will. We're already looking forward to meeting Judy from JBW Design. She is the designer that gave us the patterns that we gave away on our last video.
Mm.
And we've sent a couple emails back and forth about that, and we're excited to
Actually,
meet her.
we didn't give those away yet.
Well,
That was a teaser to give away soon.
did we not give,
Well, we have one of hers we were giving
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
I
and
thought
then
you
we're
meant the
gonna do the
bundle.
bundle.
Okay,
Yep,
okay,
yep.
okay, yeah.
but we did give the
Yeah.
one pattern.
Yes.
But yes,
Yes, and our winners from last video, they will be announced on our next regular video. Today, it's just stitching.
just dozens.
Just stitching.
Yes, I'm happy to say I've already gotten at least 5 times the amount of stitching in that I got in the last month and a half.
Is it like riding a bike?
It
It all
is.
comes back to you.
It does.
Oh, man.
Who does that song? It's all coming back.
Yep.
to me. Is that Celine Dion?
Yeah.
think it is.
Yep.
That's another thing. We're gonna go early, and we just set up some cursory plans with Pat. She's been there, of course, multiple times. But we're gonna go early enough that we're gonna get into Nashville and maybe see a show or go to one of the fantastic places there are to visit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that. Good flight times too.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a really handsome chauffeur. Deb's husband Matt's gonna drive us to and from the airport.
And it's a quick flight.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yep.
I mean, it's only, 2 hours? We'll be up in the air and that's it?
Well, it's 2 hours clock time, but there's an hour time change, so it's 3 hours total for the flight, right?
2. Because
We leave at 10, get in at, oh, yeah, I'm
it's
sorry.
Only, yeah,
You're
it's
right.
only 2.
Yep,
Yeah.
You're right.
It makes it
It's-
look like it's only an hour.
it is an hour. I was thinking it was 2 hours on the ticket and 3, but it's 1 hour on the ticket. We leave at
Yep.
9:55, right? Or
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yep, yep. So, oh, good. We will hardly even get a beverage served to us before
I know.
we'll be landing.
I love it.
Yeah, and when they say we'll be back around with another beverage, they don't mean that. Takes them the whole time to get one out.
Aw.
Yeah, it takes almost longer to get to the airport and get to your gate than it will our whole trip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be sitting in the airport longer than we'll be on the plane.
That's true.
I guess I should be counting, huh?
Oh, do you suppose that's why they call it counted cross stitch?
Ooh, perfect. One more to go.
One more stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't have to back any out. That's good. So I got to watch Emily C. She has a lot of good eye candy if you want to see anything. A lot of sampler patterns
okay.
that she's going to be. She's doing 40 new starts because she turns 40.
Wow.
So she showed everything that she's thinking of doing, of starting.
Do you know what I think I'm going to get myself?
What?
another clip-on magnifier light for traveling again, because wasn't thinking I needed it, and then we were talking about going away, and then I was looking at my stuff, and I'm thinking, I might want to get another one.
You mean to clip onto like a
Yeah,
frame?
yeah.
Oh, got ya. Okay.
The only thing about these frames is they're
They're
very,
so skinny.
doesn't clip very easily.
Yeah.
But,
Or like once you put the whole clip over it, it just takes up so much.
yeah, and
Room.
sometimes it really
Yes.
messes with the tension on your fabric when you do it that way too. But I haven't really come up, you know, the little one that I have that has a neck on it. that-
I'm gonna get you a headlamp light.
I actually have those lighted magnifiers. I can wear that on the plane.
Yeah. I'll get you one of those you can wear with like that little headlight right here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you remember the one that we showed in Gadget Corner where the light's built into the thing
Oh
in the middle?
yeah.
But that, wow.
I know.
You modeled that one on the video. That would have everybody stopping in the aisle. I'd become a flight distraction.
I know, exactly.
Kill it, kill it. What is it?
Do not offer a drink service to that lady.
Yes, she's had too many. But they do, I mean, that is a really nice
It is, yeah.
light when you're
It is.
stitching.
Yeah.
I just can't take myself seriously sometimes when I get it out. And when I see Rick doing his model train work on it, I think, if only I took a video of this, this would make you think about wearing that in public. But
Oh my gosh.
they're very, very well lighted, and the magnification, that's
Oh,
what I really like
that
about
was
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could stitch on 100 count fabric.
Mm-hmm. Speaking
Good
of which,
deal.
I was doing the fabric, I was working on the fabric counter and just kind of putting some of the drawers, you know, cleaning up the drawers and organizing, and I ran across our 56 count parchment again. The piece that's in there, I was laughing. Yeah, my little bunnies it is getting close to spring. I could get those little chocolate bunnies out again.
Oh yeah.
Work on that.
Yeah.
I'll bet I couldn't do that on the plane though. I mean, just the motion on the plane would keep me from getting my needle parked in the right spot, probably.
Right. And talk about good lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, that overhead click thing,
Yeah.
that doesn't do much except call the steward.
And the kind of light you would need to work on that if you did that on the plane. Oh my gosh. Everybody would be like, what is going on?
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. I actually, 2, 3, I did count that properly. I was afraid I wasn't. I think I'm working on, what count is this? What did I say, 32?
Well, they call for 32.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Have you seen, I don't have a pattern with me, but the red bird sampler, it's not real big.
Who's it?
You would ask.
That's what it's called, the Red Bird Sampler?
I can't remember if it's, let me look it up, because I
I
can't
don't
remember if
know.
it's, I'm not even gonna say. I think of 2 designers right now, but anyway, Pat had it framed, and the model, I think Donna stitched the model, Pat had it framed,
Oh,
and it's so pretty,
is it?
and it's not super big. Brenda Gervais, that's who I
Do you have
thought.
a picture?
Yep.
Ooh, isn't that pretty?
Knit pretty, and it's not, okay, there we go. I want to put it in another place so I can blow it up a little bit. Get rid of all the writing on there. There we go.
Very, very cute.
And it's a simple color palette. Whoops. And so that's right above the fabric table in the shop. And I look at it every
really
time
like it.
I'm doing fabric, and it's so pretty.
That is very cute.
So I've had that in my sights for a while.
Yeah, I think I might have to stitch that. That's really cute.
Isn't that pretty? I mean, I have patterns with houses on them, but I'd much rather have a sampler with motifs and an alphabet for my own taste than houses. I'm just not,
Oh, really?
yeah. I think it might be because growing up, we never knew what house we would get when Dad was in the service. We could get a rancher, or we could get a 2-story old Victorian, or whatever was assigned on whatever base we lived at.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my mom loved houses, and she always
That's
finished
really
the
cute.
inside, and like you, she's just very good at interior decorating. And but I was along for the ride. That wasn't my focus, but I like the motifs. They jump out at me.
It is interesting to listen to certain people and see what it is that attracts people.
What draws their eye to certain things, patterns.
Yes, and that always makes me think, because I honestly, I can't say one specific thing. Like, I have to stitch something that has a house, or I have to stitch it if it has a bird, or I'm just thinking of some of the things that people have said.
Yeah.
But
You and I have always been very eclectic.
yeah,
We're drawn by either that particular pattern or the colors. Rosewood Manor samplers got our attention really fast.
yeah,
And the reproduction samplers, there's quite a variety in those. I think of the ones that Pat Yergi
oh yeah,
does, and they're very different than the ones that we see in the magazines and that are coming out now
Yeah.
from designers.
yeah,
And yet they're reproduction samplers too.
yeah. Or some people have a love of borders, and some people have a very strong dislike of borders.
Well, I love the look of the border. I just have an ongoing contention with stitching it. Do you think I stitch
You
cross-eyed?
should hire somebody to stitch the border
There
and
you
then
go.
let them hand it back to you so you can stitch the sampler.
Or my best friend could stitch the border and hand it back to me, right?
No, I could.
But yeah, it's I think the idea of not trying to do it at the get-go is probably the best thing. My mind always wanted to start with the border, and I always mess it up and stop.
Lost my needle.
We've had a number of shoppers come in, and I was kind of thinking that it was like not the right season for it, but when you think about it, it is. They're coming in and they're picking out patterns from Christmas, and they're getting them kitted up, put together for either ornaments or small gift ideas, and then starting on the one of whatever number they're going to be making for like all their nieces and nephews or all their kids, and ornaments or small pillows. And I would have thought that would happen later in the year, but I guess they start working on them pretty early,
Yeah.
so they have them done. Imagine trying to do something like that and not do it feverishly like I do.
Well, that's like people who Christmas shop all year long.
Yes.
You know, if you see something while you're out, and it doesn't matter if it's April,
Yep.
you get it then, you know.
And that is the way I like to shop. I've never been one that tends to go like after the 1st of December or
Yeah, I do
Thanksgiving.
like to have stuff like that wrapped up. I can't say it always happens, but,
No, like this year it didn't happen for me because
well,
my world was so different.
yeah, exactly. You,
But,
you have an excuse this year.
But that is how I generally do my Christmas shopping. Oh, I should show a picture.
What's that?
Do you remember my Twisted Oaks designs? Twisted Oaks or Twisted Thread design? Twisted Oaks designs, that's right. Cocoa pin instead of cocoa bin,
Oh, yes.
the chicken. Sandy finished hers, and she did it in a different over-dyed thread like I'm doing with the Caribbean Reef.
Okay.
She did it in browns. I fell in
Aw.
love with her design. Put the picture.
Cute.
I'm gonna try to get it as big as we can get it there.
Oh, cute.
Isn't
Oops.
that adorable? I love the
Yes.
brown beads on it and everything. And this is a pin cushion. It's in the shape of a humbug, which is a triangular
cute.
shape. And that's Sandy's finish on hers.
Very cute.
Pat, my friend from Chicago who's in the round robin that we did on our channel, she wanted that pattern to stitch too. And I don't know if she started hers or what color she's doing hers in, but it got her attention when we showed it. So that's a fun one.
That's very cute.
Way to go, Sandy. I've got some needlepoint too that I want to.
Does it seem weird to be in such a quiet house?
It does seem very weird. What really seems even weirder is not to be getting up to get something, because the two older ones, they pretty much do for themselves, the older granddaughters. Sometimes I think to myself, what can I do to help them? And there's not much, they're teens, they're good. But the little ones, mama, 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 mama. So not getting mum-mummed is an absence too. Ivan's, he's just done so well. He's been a good guy.
He is a good guy.
He loves to go out back when the girls are out back, and he does to them what he does to Rick and I. He'll start getting them, he'll engage them to play with his Frisbee or his toy, and then he'll go back and forth and take turns taking it back to one or the other of the twins. It's like, wow, got you guys roped right in. They have a birthday coming up.
I know.
Gonna be 8. I don't know that they watch our channel. So I'm probably okay, but we started a tradition with Kylie. On her 8th birthday, we got her an American Girl doll. And so then we did the same for Kelsey, and now it's our turn to do it for the younger group. And it was like, it was a difficult, I don't want to say it was difficult. It was hard to get them to pin down one.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted them to pick one that they liked. Well, I think they'd only seen the ones that the girls had and then the ones in the library, which is really unique. The library, you can check them out.
The dolls?
Yes. They have an American Girl doll section, and they let them get checked out to go home and play with the girls.
That's so cute.
Isn't that neat?
Aww.
So they'd been looking at those in the one room, and I don't know if you have to leave your firstborn or what you have to do in order to check it out. But
can I leave my real one and take the fake one?
Yeah, here, I'll do an exchange. But it was interesting because they saw them and they were asking about them, and I told them, we'll look into it, we'll see. But when I asked, I think it was Casey, which one she liked, she goes, I like the very first one on the shelf in the library. It's like,
Oh, really?
I don't remember what doll that was. So I'm trying to get them to,
Do you still get the catalog?
yes. And that's what I've been giving them to look through.
I was going to say, is she in there? Can she find her in there?
She found, I don't know if she recognized that one, but she did find one that she likes. There was one in there that's a gamer, and her name is Courtney. And that kind of, I thought maybe she would like that one because she likes to play Fortnite. But she liked Blair, who is a new doll also. And she's got dark hair, kind of shoulder length, a little flip, kind of 60-ish.
Okay.
Sort of Jackie Onassis sort of hairstyle. And a pretty little dress on. And that's the one she finally decided on.
Okay.
And Carly decided on a newer doll by the name of Joss, Joss. So, and I'm frustrated here because I think something's not right. Either I have an extra one. Let's see.
Were you not counting either?
Yes, but I was counting the wrong thing. I did. I put
You were
in-
counting by twos?
I did. I put in an extra group of 2 there. We're gonna have to back it up. So anyway, that's gonna be fun. Get those coming in.
Yeah. I haven't been stitching in the evenings. We've been having family poker night every night.
Oh, fun.
It is fun. Oh my gosh.
What's the ante?
Oh, just 5 to get in.
5? Okay.
But Matt and I are doing so well. And the kids are both in the hole. So we're keeping track. It's so fun.
And what's your favorite game?
Texas Hold'em.
See, I still have never played that.
That's my favorite.
I used to love to play blackjack. And I liked 5 draw too.
Oh, Matt loves.
Oh.
He does so well.
I love
Oh my
5
gosh.
draw.
He is so lucky at that game.
But Texas Hold'em, Kevin has tried to explain the rules to me, and he talks about the river and this and that, and I'm thinking, and I've even watched it on cable, you know, when they have the poker channel. Excuse me, but I cannot figure out all the rules to it. I think it's one of those games, if I played a hand, I would get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's funny, I was talking to somebody at the shop about canasta the other day. We were talking about people getting together for stitching. I mentioned my grandfather and his card club for like 80 years. He was the oldest surviving member in his card club.
Aww.
And then somebody brought up cards, and then I mentioned the game canasta.
Do people still get together? Like, we always got together and played cards.
Yeah, we did too. We played pinochle up in Maine with our friends
I
on a
wonder if
regular
people
basis.
still do that. That used to be like a huge
That's
thing.
what-
You just went to everybody's house and a couple
Yep.
times maybe a week or definitely on Friday nights or something. I don't know.
Well, my parents used to play in a bridge club, and it rotated houses, and they
Yeah.
played once a month. And we had a pinochle couple that we played with up in Maine. We probably played 2 or 3 times a month, especially in the winter when you didn't have anything else
Oh,
to do.
yeah.
And canasta was a game I was taught when I slept over with my little girlfriend in Arizona. Her mom was disabled with a bad back.
Aw.
And so she was in the house all the time, and that was her favorite card game. She must have had the patience of Job to teach a game that involved melding and double decks and 2 different kinds of books that you could play to 2 4th graders.
Aw.
And we played for hours with her.
Yeah.
We loved it.
It is so much fun. I
Yeah.
remember right after we got married, when we were renting our first house, and our next door neighbors was the sweetest couple. They were, they were retired and a Mennonite couple, and they were so sweet. And we would go over to their house every Friday evening and play cards.
Oh, fun.
And they were so cute because they kept saying, if you ever have anything else that you want to do, we understand.
Go ahead,
Because
yep.
They were like, you really want to hang out with us?
Yep.
We're like, this is so much fun, yes. And we'd take over treats, and she'd have treats, and it was just, it was so much fun.
Sounds like it. There is a couple that was at the church we used to go to. He was a former pastor, and he and his wife kind of connected with Rick and I, and their favorite thing to play was Rummy, Royal Rummy. It's a board game, but a card game.
Okay.
And it has tiles instead of cards.
Okay.
And you play basically the game of Rummy. And
McKenna loves that too.
they used to get together with us. Well, we did it maybe 3 or 4 times before it got to be summer and we kind of all went our way. But that was fun too. But canasta was one of those games that it could be the fastest hand, or you could actually turn over that discard pile 4 or 5 times in the course of one hand. So you never knew how it was going to go.
Well, that's like that new, well, we played it with you the other,
Yes. At Kelsey's
the
birthday.
Uno,
Flip Uno.
the dark side and the light side.
Yeah, it's
that
called
can
Flip,
go.
I think.
That can go on for a long time.
We were playing that. We got that for Carrie for Christmas.
Oh, did ya?
Yep, after we played it with you guys. And so her family has Flip Uno. And then I found the cutest little version of Uno at Goodwill. It was Pixar Uno, and it has Woody
Oh,
and
fun.
oh, what's the pig's name? But all the characters from the different Pixar
Okay.
movies
Okay.
are on the cards for Uno.
Cute.
And it's the basic Uno game. But we got that. I paid $1.99, and I got it home, and I thought, I wonder, how well loved this was. Like, are the cards dog-eared, or what are they like? They were still in the cellophane.
Oh my word.
It hadn't even been played.
Wow.
So we got a new deck for the girls, and I came home from, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. When did we pick out our reservations for Nashville? Was that Tuesday? I think it might have been.
Was it?
Or
It was either Monday.
no, it was Monday, because then I went into the shop Tuesday and told Pat we had our
Okay.
tickets. So
Okay.
so when I got back Monday after visiting with you, Rick and Carrie and the twins were, that's right, because it was a day off school, Martin Luther King Day.
Yep.
They were playing the Pixar Uno at the table when I came in.
Aw.
I'm not sure who was winning. In the Flip Uno, it has a new set of, I'll call them task cards. The cards that get you stuck with more cards than you want. Special cards. And one of them just has like +5 on it. And you have to draw 5 cards and then not play. And that one's a kicker, boy, when you get that one.
The one that's the worst, though, is the one you have to keep drawing until you get that color out of the
Yes.
deck. You could draw 14 cards
Yes.
before you can stop. Oh
Poor
my
Kelsey.
goodness, that is so
She
funny.
got that one, and she just kept drawing and drawing and drawing. And then she stopped drawing, and it was funny. She had drawn so many. Everybody looked at her and goes, well, show us. We want to make sure you got it, because nobody believed after all that she finally got it. She's like, yes, here it is.
I don't know, you just don't hear it as much anymore, though, people going to other couples' houses and having game night. We also get together with like Matt's brothers and sister-in-laws and all that. And we would have a family game night, and that's so much fun.
Rick's home church started that in Columbia on Fridays. And every Friday now, they have game night, and it's open to anybody who wants to
Nice.
join in.
Nice.
And everybody brings in some goodies, and I think they play from 6 to 9.
Okay.
So he loves it. He comes back. Last week he was talking about a game, but he didn't remember what the game was, and he was saying how much fun it was. I said, what's the
Ooh.
game? He goes, I don't remember. But I learned it, he said. I said, well, find out what it is. I
Yeah.
always like to learn new games.
Definitely.
We're hoping that as soon as everybody's well in the house, we can all go down on Fridays and join in. But we have to make sure everybody's on the upside.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to see there's a lot of activities for stitchers coming back on the calendar now.
Good.
There's more retreats out there getting formed, and Deb and I were looking to see what all was out there and happening. I mean, I don't want it to sound like there's tons of them, because there aren't, and a lot of what you're gonna find this year, we're finding are postponed from last year, so they're already filled. So it's the same people who were gonna go are coming this year that they're having it. I just hope the majority of them get to be carried out.
Yeah, me too. I got the cutest, oh, I'll have to show you on the next video. And I didn't show you yet, but we went antiquing the other Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And I found the cutest little thing to use as like another scissor fob holder.
Oh,
Oh, and it's made out of like iron. It is so adorable. McKenna found some of her tea sets. She loves to collect teacups, and she got a teapot this time, and it was cute because Nana always collected tea sets, and she had one specific tea set that she had like the whole service for.
okay.
And McKenna got one of those cups and saucers after Nana passed away, and like all the grandkids got things, and great-grandkids. She found the teapot that matches Nana's set,
Really?
another teacup with saucer, and a tea bag holder in that
Wow.
same, yeah, she was so excited.
I'll bet. What a
Yeah.
pretty display that'll be.
And then, so she does have quite a collection so far, and after she moves out, Matt's gonna build her something to display them all
Like
on.
a tea cupboard?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
So
I bet she knows where
she-
she wants to put it already, doesn't she?
I don't know. But she had a lot of fun. Gosh, this was a new place we went to. It was up in Palmyra.
Okay.
And anyway, we had a lot of fun.
I didn't realize she went with you guys.
Normally she doesn't, but it was just the coolest day because she had off. Matt was home because I don't know if you remember last Saturday, it was like so frigid, cold, and
Right.
windy, and he was going to go duck hunting, but it didn't work out for
I remember
the
that.
weather-wise.
Yeah.
And so Logan was also home, and we just all headed out and
Oh,
hit,
you all went?
yeah.
Nice.
Connor was up in the mountains, so it was kind of cool that it was just the four of us.
Uh-huh.
And then we stopped for dinner on the way home. It was a nice day.
I remember my older sister married when I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade. Actually, it wasn't technically a middle school because we went to a parochial school, and we were the oldest in the school in 8th grade, but it was kindergarten through 8th.
Okay.
And and so I remember we were young, but she married, and then the times that she would come home, and maybe she'd be by herself to visit or whatever, and it was just our own family that had the opportunity to go out again to dinner. It was always neat because
It
it's like
is.
back to the nuclear family going out.
Yeah.
It's always cool to have your family expand, but it's nice when you guys all sit across the table and remember what it was like.
It was funny though, because I was looking for a calendar. I still needed to get a new wall calendar. Normally I have that taken care of in, October, November for the following year,
Right.
but it got away from me this year. So I needed another one to hang up in here. And McKenna and Logan were making such fun of me because every place that we went to try to get a calendar, they were sold out. They didn't have any. So Logan's like, Mom, they just don't make them anymore. You're supposed to do that on your phone. You just make it for me. So the one antique shop we went to, he found an old calendar. He brought it up. I'll get this one for you, Mom. I'm like, well, thank you, but it is from 1953, so probably will not work, but oh my gosh. He's like, I found Mom's calendar.
Wouldn't you have thought it was funny if the days of the week fell on the same days?
Yeah.
What would you be doing back in 1953, I wonder? So, speaking of things to stitch, which we actually weren't. No segue
You have
there.
a one-track mind.
Yeah, I can't really. But I do have something sitting on my lap I wanted to show you.
Oh, yes.
I was, I had seen this, our friend Elaine Campbell, she she got together with us at her house, had a nice stitching afternoon, and
Yeah, we need to get together with her
Yeah,
again. She's
COVID
so
hit.
sweet.
what, 3 weeks after we got together that time?
Was it that soon?
It was.
Oh,
She mentioned that to me, and I didn't recall it being in that same time frame.
she's so sweet.
And it was like 3 weeks went by, and it was February, and bam, then we're in lockdown. Or we went in February, I can't remember. Anyway,
Maybe we went in February.
yeah, and then it was March, but she came into the shop and showed Pat a pattern she'd been working on, and then we fell in love with this designer and her pieces, and they're gorgeous. This one got my attention because of the colors, and especially with Deb's color palette. I mean, I was thinking, wow.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
It's
That's so pretty.
the designer is Mojo Stitches. This one's called Falling Leaves and Autumn Up North Quaker. Gosh, and the colors are gorgeous. And so Pat has these in the shop now. And there's a variety of patterns. This is just one of them I liked. I'm gonna open this up.
Oh my gosh, yeah, these threads are amazing.
Beautiful. And they came from Mojo Stitches,
Did you say this was from
Australia.
Australia?
Yes, we're going down under today.
Nice.
Painted Pony probably already has seen these, right?
Oh, Patchy Pony Stitcher?
Patchy Pony,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they're gorgeous. The colors are Latte, Blackwood, Dandelion, Marigold, Bart, Burgundy, and Pebble.
Oh, so pretty.
You wanna?
I'll try to do it like you.
In which case, you should drop them all. Anyway,
Oh,
isn't
look at
that
those
pretty?
colors. They're so beautiful.
And they're the nice thing. I was telling Deb when I got here, they're a little on the higher end, but when you calculate the amount of floss that's on them, there's a little over 10 yards. It's 10 meters, which comes to like 10.9 yards, or 10 point something yards. And we get 5 yards on our overdyed skeins here in the United States. So it almost comes out to the same cost.
Very,
But you
very,
get
very
twice
pretty.
as much on these skeins.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Very pretty.
I'm
Love
assuming,
it.
it says stranded cotton. I'm assuming that it's 6 strand like ours.
It was, I counted.
Okay. And these are called Cottage Garden Threads.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yep, CGT, but I'd never stitched with them.
Very cool.
So,
Yeah, that is a beautiful pattern.
and this is the whole floss pack to go with that.
It doesn't look very big either.
And she does have DMC. She says C chart for additional DMC, so I'll have to look. I should look, just to let you guys know, but
It's very, very pretty.
does it say? Okay, so it's the conversions. Oh, and then
Oh.
she used a DMC, 2 DMC colors in addition to that palette,
Oh,
or 3. Okay, so
well,
1, 2,
4, 5.
6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5,
6.
6.
Okay, so there's 6 DMCs in there also,
Okay.
which I shouldn't have a problem finding in my house. There will be one though. Every time I go to get DMCs, I miss one, and Rick goes, "You mean with all those threads, you don't have?" It's like, nope, can't find it. Gone. It's probably in something somewhere. Fortunately, we have those
Yeah.
at the shop too.
Very, very cute.
Yeah. Makes me wonder which
I
of
like
these are
it.
DMC and which ones are. Oh, that's interesting.
What's that?
Well, she did an overdyed conversion
I saw that.
with Classic Colorworks, Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Arts.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do a full DMC conversion or other overdyed conversion for the whole list. She spent a lot of time matching these colors. That's nice.
That is nice.
And I don't know exactly how to pronounce her last name, but I'll take a shot at it. First name is Joanna, and then Kabanoff, I believe is how it's pronounced. Kabanoff is the
Sounds
actual
good.
designer's name, who goes by Mojo Stitches. So you saw that here
Very cool.
on Floss Friends. However, you will see it again on our channel a little bit later. I do want to take time. Oh, she has a pretty,
So
I think
wait,
it was a bird pattern.
where did you order that from then?
The shop, Pat ordered it from Australia,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and then we now have them in the shop, a series of them. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, like if somebody else falls in love with that pattern
Uh-huh.
and they want to order it.
Okay. I would look up Mojo Stitches online.
Oh, she has her own website?
I think so.
Oh,
I think I saw that
gotcha.
on there.
Okay.
It's an Etsy shop.
Etchy. It's an etchy.
It's an Etsy shop. So you can Google that. Google. See, I'm doing the same thing that girls do. Any kind of search now, they call a Google. So you can search for that on Etsy and
That's
just use
cute.
the name Mojo Stitches. Oh, and then there is a website for Mojo Stitches online,
Nice.
and it is just mojostitches.com.
Well, there you go.
And they have an Instagram, so you can talk to them too.
Ooh, I'll have to look them up on Instagram. Okay.
Guess what you look up?
Etchy.
Oh, you're so clever. That's right.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think we should let these wonderful stitchers go because my belly's growling.
Bye-bye. Hunger overtakes our stitching.
Mine.
I know, and I'm just happy.
This girl, she'll skip a meal.
I will.
Not me.
And there's my clock. Actually, it's the clock in the basement that talks to me.
Yeah.
For the longest time, Deb's cuckoo clock, it's a cuckoo clock that was from their banquets, for the sporting banquets they went to. It was a turkey that would come out and gobble. And it wouldn't gobble, wouldn't gobble, wouldn't gobble. And when I would show up to stitch with her, we'd be stitching, and it would come out and gobble.
Every time.
And so that's in the basement.
Every time.
The poor thing needs to see me soon. I haven't been down there in a while. But this is the one that she got over in Germany, but that's funny. Look at that. Woohoo!
All right.
You can actually see I stitched more.
Yay.
So I did get in a few more. Definitely more than 5.
Yeah.
But now all I have to do is come down there and I've got the outside done.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel so productive.
Well, you can put in a few more stitches then. We'll get something to eat and you can
Shoot.
continue to relax.
We can call our order into the kitchen, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is the living room to the kitchen.
Ooh, well, thanks
Anyway.
for hanging out and stitching with us.
Yes.
It was fun.
Thank you very much. And as always,
Well,
share.
yeah, but we
Share
wanted
anything.
to, share everything. We wanted to make sure that we said to you about check out other videos also. Check out other floss tube videos and just enjoy yourself with all the beautiful eye candy out there. Oh
Yes,
my gosh.
yes. Actually, I was going to say that after we said
Oh,
what
I'm
we said.
sorry.
So we're going to say
Yeah.
goodbye now. But yeah, Deb's been watching more floss tube than I've been able to lately.
Now, I
is
didn't get a lot
just
watch, but
enjoying watching
Yeah.
everybody's lineup coming up.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yay. All right. Well,
as always,
share the joy of
share the joy of
needlework.
needlework. Bye bye.
See ya.